Håkon is 5 years old. Håkon and Mommy have gone to the hospital. Håkon is going to have an operation and he's a bit nervous. When Håkon and Mommy arrive at the hospital, they have to go to the ear, nose and throat clinic first. The lady in the reception says that Håkon and Mommy should follow the rabbit footprints on the floor to find the waiting room for children. Will it be painful to have an operation? Asks Håkon. No, you'll get anesthetic, says Mommy. An anesthetic makes you sleep through the operation without having any pain. Because Håkon is going to have an anesthetic while he has the operation, he must not eat or drink before the operation. Håkon and Mommy have to wait in the waiting room until it's his turn. In the waiting room there are other children waiting with their mummies and daddies. One girl is called Siri, and she is going to have an operation today too. Before the operation, Håkon has to meet the doctor. The doctor looks at his throat. Håkon is a good boy and says, Håkon often has a painful throat, so it's difficult to swallow. The doctor is going to operate on his throat. The doctor looks in his ear too. She has a looking device to see well with, a bit like binoculars. Håkon is going to have a tiny little tube put in his ear as well, because he gets earache so often. The little tube is called a drain. Håkon has to be weighed before the operation. The doctor must know how much Håkon weighs, so we can have the right amount of medicine. Håkon and Mommy say hello to the anesthetic doctor. He's called Trond. He's got a funny hat on his head, a bit like a bathing hat. Trond is going to help Håkon to sleep through the operation and tells him what happens. Håkon is sitting on Mommy's lap. Rupert Rabbit is with them too. Today Håkon feels like having an extra cuddle. After a while, Trond comes back and says it's Håkon's turn. Håkon is glad about this because he's hungry now and does not want to wait anymore. They go into the operating theater together. Håkon tells Trond that he had a bath before he went to the hospital. Trond says, "That's good." In the operating theater, Håkon gets some balloons, which he can play with afterwards. Håkon and Mommy meet the anesthetic nurse Karin, who is going to look after him during the operation too. She has a funny hat on as well. First, Rupert Rabbit gets some sleepy gas. That goes fine. And now it's Håkon's turn to breathe the sleepy gas in a breathing mask. Mommy says Håkon is very good at breathing in the mask. It smells funny in the breathing mask, but soon Håkon is sound asleep. Håkon gets a little plastic tube attached to his hand while he's asleep. This is for him to get medicines while he's having the operation and afterwards when he wakes up. When the operation is finished, Trond and Karin wheel the bed with Håkon and Rupert Rabbit to the room where he's going to wake up. The nurses there and Mummy make sure Håkon is all right while he is asleep. Now it is Siri's turn to have an operation. When Siri and her daddy talked to the anesthetic Dr. Trond, Trond put a magic cream plaster on Siri's hand. That was good, as because of the magic cream, it did not hurt when Siri got a thin plastic tube attached to her hand. Now it's time for Siri to sleep. Siri gets the sleep medicine in the thin plastic tube attached to her hand. She soon gets tired and falls asleep. When Siri's operation is finished, she is wheeled into the same room as Håkon, where she is going to wake up to. Some children feel sick when they wake up, so Håkon and Siri have to wait a bit before they can drink. Siri feels a bit dry in her throat, and Håkon is very tired and would rather sleep just after the operation. After a few hours, Håkon and Siri are wide awake again. Now they are going to get ice cream and a nice diploma. Soon it will be time for Håkon and Siri to go home. Rupert Rabbit thinks they should play hospital when they get home.